everyone, welcome to another video for SimonsSaysStamp.com. Today is the last day of August, which means it's the last day of our back to school month at Simons Says Stamp. And I thought it'd be kind of fun to give myself a little bit of a challenge today and make a card using products from our Junior Stampers kit. I showed this kit to you guys a couple weeks ago, and I don't have a child of my own, and so I didn't have anyone in particular to give this kit to. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to break it open and have some fun, kind of remind myself of my childhood, create with some construction paper, things like that. The cool thing about like products like this that are for kids is that, you know, I don't know what it is about construction paper, but it makes me try to think out of the box and be a little bit more creative and kind of create my own, you know, products. Like what we would normally have as finished products for card making. When you're using more childlike products, you have to think about making your own. So I'm starting out with some purple construction paper, and it comes in a width of 9 inches. So I decided I would just go ahead and make a 4.5 by 4.5 square card. So I cut it to be 4.5 tall, and I'm just folding that in half. So this is going to be our card base. And while I'm using products from the Junior Stampers kit, I am going to be using some tools that aren't in the kit. I think that's almost a given because I do have the tools available to me, but I did want to let you guys know where they're coming from. So here's some of that color, let's see, what is it called? Neon Color Explosion paper. It has 2 different colors. I'm going to be using the blue side, and I'm going to use this lightning white marker, and this is so cool. It like takes away the color that's on the blue. And because I want it to be a specific, you know, I want it to look really nice, and I'm just particular like that, I'm going to go ahead and use a ruler to get this started. I'm just going to run it right along this edge here, and a couple times we'll do it, and it just takes away that color and leaves a white line. I think it's just the coolest thing ever. So I'm going to go ahead and do another line kind of a little bit of ways from it, and that's going to give me a guide for where I need to color away the color. So now I'm going to come in here and just make that stripe wider, and it starts to fade, and it will keep fading over time. I'm just going to keep coloring this. Isn't that so cool? It just takes away that whole area. So I'm going to go ahead and keep drawing stripes on here. Okay, I finished my stripes. I have a couple little spots that I kind of went outside the lines, but that's okay because I have other things planned for this card, so that shouldn't be an issue. So I'm going to go ahead and use the washable glue stick that comes in the kit. I'm even altering my adhesives for this experiment. Adding the glue. I love that the glue is blue so I can see where I've applied it. By the way, this blue piece of paper that I have colored, you know, with the white stripes, it is 3 3/4 inches by 3 3/4 inches. Looks like this corner needs a little glue. There we go. Alright, I'm going to set that right there for a minute. And now I'm going to cut some black construction paper. I'm going to have the center be black. That's why I wasn't worried about any of this in the middle here. In fact, I could have just colored the edges, but it was too fun coloring that, so I just kept going. Alright, this is 3 by 3. And I'm going to use the glue stick on this as well. Alright, now we're going to do a little bit of drawing. And we're going to draw an apple. And I know you're thinking, oh, I don't want to draw an apple, it's not going to look right. I'm going to show you how you can draw one, and it's going to look like an apple. It's super easy. So I want the apple to be about that tall. So I'm going to remember it needs to be about this tall. Alright, we're going to draw 2 ovals, and they're both going to be tilted. So I'm going to have one be tilted about like this, and I'll have the other tilted about like that. Hope you guys can see this on screen. Alright, so I'm just going to draw an oval coming in right here. And I'll draw an oval coming in right here. Alright, and all we have to do is then draw a circle down here at the bottom. And then we're just going to draw an oval connecting these 2 points here at the top. Okay, so now we're going to have an apple shape. Let me show you. We're going to come down this way. There's the little bump at the bottom of the apple. We're going to come up. And then there's the little curve at the top. So there we have our apple shape. So I'm going to go ahead and cut that out. I'm going to break out the scissors that are in the kits. These are so tiny. They're like for little tiny itty bitty hands. They're good scissors though, it seems like. And since I sort of had that shape kind of figured out, I did round things a little bit more. But it gave me a good guide for the shape of an apple. So that's how you can get an apple. Now we're going to cut out a green leaf for the top here. Alright, so the leaf's going to go right up there at the top, just coming off of the little apple. Alright, now we're going to cut a pencil. Pencil should be super easy because it's just going to be a yellow strip of construction paper. So I'm going to go ahead and just cut a strip. Alright, and I'm also going to cut a little bit of pink construction paper. A little bit of pink construction paper for the top of the pencil. So I'm just going to add a little bit of glue to the top of that pencil. Then I can put the pink right on top. It's okay if it shows through because we're going to trim it. Alright, so I'll turn it over and cut that off and then come to this side and cut the very tip off. So now we just have the top of the pencil. Alright, now we're going to size the pencil. We want it to come in about like this and come down to a point right here. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and cut that. And here's where I'm going to take a little bit of liberties with the tools I'm using. I'm going to use a white gel pen. And I'm just going to draw a white line coming down this pencil. And then another white line right there. Alright, down here at the bottom, I'm going to take a black marker. So I'll get the black marker out of this set here. I'm going to give the pencil some lead at the bottom. Alright, I'm going to use the white gel pen to color in the bottom of the pencil. Alright, so now we have a pencil to go on our card. Alright, so this is all going to be assembled like this. And then I'm going to have it say "Thank you, teacher" right over there. I'm going to go ahead and adhere the pencil down straight onto the card using that glue stick again. For our little pineapple, it's not a pineapple. For an apple, I'm going to use foam adhesive. Now so there's our apple, and I'm going to put a little bit of foam underneath this one as well. Alright, I'm going to take that white gel pen again, and I'm going to do a little glossy glare mark on the apple. So you can tell he's shiny. Lovely. Alright, and then right here I'm just going to write "Thanks." I think I'll just have it say "Thanks," and I'm going to turn it this direction so I can do it this way. And I'm just... There we go. I'm going to go around the outside edge with dashed lines because you know I can't resist. Alright. And just because I want to have a little more dimension on this apple here, I'm going to take the Twist Up, what are these called? Twistables crayons. And I'm wondering if I can add a little bit more color. Oh, this will be great, yeah. I'm going to add a little bit of color around the edges of the apple. This is just going to shade it. In fact, I probably should have done this before I adhered the apple, but I just thought of it just now. It's adding just a little bit of subtle color. There we go. I think I'll do the same on the leaf. Alright, and we'll just put that leaf back right where it was. Alright, and there's a thanks teacher card. I was going to have it say teacher, but there's not enough room, so we're just going to leave it the way it is. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hope we gave you an idea of how you can jump in and use the same supplies as your children. Maybe you can create alongside them. Lots of fun things to do. And I will catch you guys next time. Thanks for watching.